What's up, people? Everyone's talking about this at the moment, the CT scanner thing. Thank you to Pokey South for putting me onto this. When he first showed me, I was like, fuck, this is bad. This could be really, really bad. But I've done a lot of thinking about it, watched some videos, and I'm a lot less worried now, and I'm going to go into why. I want to talk about the pros and cons. Like, there are actually some pros to this and some cons, obviously. But I'm not that worried, to be honest. It doesn't bother me much, because at this point in my collecting journey, I don't really buy vintage sealed. Not to say that I don't see value in it, but like, I'm just kind of priced out. Like, when I could buy 20 boxes of a new set and have the patience to wait 10 years, I would rather do that than buy like one pack of something that's really old. Do you know what I mean? To each their own. But I completely understand why people would want to buy something vintage, because it's been expensive for years and it's proven that it can hold its own. As opposed to modern, which we don't know what's going to happen to that. So I get why you'd put money into eeveelution, right? I've got my fair share of vintage. I don't really want to buy anymore. I'm kind of done with it. So yeah, and the reason why I bring that up is because like, this doesn't really affect modern. This kind of only affects vintage, unless you can build one of these yourself, which is, let's be real, that can't be easy. You need like X-ray receivers and some other thing. I watched a video on it. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm not worried, because I think about modern and I think about, like, say, Twilight Masquerade, and there's a $200 Greninja. If it costs $75 to scan a pack, and the Greninja is, I don't know what the pull rates are, let's say 1 in 200 packs, 1 in 300 packs. How much fucking money do you need to spend to find that Greninja that's worth $200? Like, it's not going to happen. It's just not, there's no point. Ignoring the cost, just the time to sit there and scan all of those packs or all of those boxes, it's nonsense. So then you look at like expensive modern. What's the really expensive stuff? I mean, Evolving Skies is quite expensive, but I'm talking like I'm talking about $1,000 cards. Yeah. Oh my god, is that a wasp? Yeah. So there's like $1,000 card, for instance, would be SM1M Moon. Sorry, new challenge, try and record a fucking Pokemon video with a wasp in your room. Okay, SM1M Moon has a Lily card in there worth a lot of money. SM4 Plus GX Battle Boost has a Lily card in there worth a lot of money. We're talking 4 figures, right? So those sets, I can understand someone scanning to find that card, but you're not going to probably pull that Lily in one box. It might take you 4, 5, 6 boxes. It might take you a whole case. So you've got to go out there, find an entire case of Moon boxes or GX Battle Boost boxes, lay out tens of thousands on them, then lay out another fucking 750 quid or $750 to search these packs, and then to find, what if you get to the point where you find your Lily but it's off center? Like, you have spent thousands and thousands and thousands to find a card that is only worth, 800, 900 or something. I don't know what the price of Lily is at the moment. But do you see what I'm saying? Like, even the really expensive modern sets, it still doesn't really make sense to use it. So I like to think that everything that's Sun, Moon, Sword, Shield, Scarlet, Violet, it's not going to be harmed by this. So let's look at older things, right? I don't have any English Gen 1, 2 or 3. I think the real concern here and the real like damage that's going to be done is for those English Gen 1, 2, 3. Because there you have very expensive cards, specifically Gen 3, for example, like the EX era. I can imagine that anyone with a really heavy pack, or just a heavy pack in general, that has $75 to spare, they might be interested in scanning that pack to see if they've got a gold star. I feel like a lot of the gold stars that are still sealed are not going to be sealed much longer if these people have a lot of money and they can get this stuff scanned. But I mean, do remember that gold stars are like 1 in 72 packs. So, you might have to pay for this service 30 times to find your gold star, at which point you've spent so much money that the gold... I'm just getting distracted, sorry. You do the maths, right? You've got to scan 30 packs, 30 times $65, whatever it is. It's a lot of money. And then by the time you spent all that, that's the cost of the gold star. You could have just gone out and bought it. So yeah, I'm struggling to see how this is like really going to destroy things. Look at Japanese Gen 4, for example, because that's something I've got a bit of. The most expensive card in, say, Diamond and Pearl Base or Mysterious Treasure Secret of the Lakes the most expensive card in the set in PSA 10 is like the same price as a pack. So like, there's no benefit there. Like, there's no point scanning those packs to try and find that level X. Like, because it's just what you're gonna find that level X, you're gonna grade it, and then you're gonna sell it, and then you're gonna have the same money as you had to begin with, like as the pack. You're gonna have less money because you paid to get it scanned too. So again, immune. I mean, certain sets that have a really expensive chase card, yeah, go for it. Try and scan it. But what the problem is, you're gonna scan the heavy packs, and all of these Japanese Gen 4 packs are heavy. So like, you're gonna scan a whole box. You know how much money that's gonna cost? 20 packs. Oh my god. Yeah, so like $1,300 you'd be paying to scan those packs to find a level X worth $100 in PSA 10. Make it make sense. It just doesn't make sense. So I feel like that's immune. Gen 5 and Gen 6 are the only generations we're not really talked about. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just don't see this as being like really practical. I think this is going to be good for sets like Legendary Collection, where it's like, even if you don't find a really expensive card in your pack, you're still gonna know which reverse holo you've got, and you know, there's a lot of good reverse holos in that set. A lot of them have high value, so a set like Legendary Collection could get, you know, I don't know, harmed by this. But I just don't think this is gonna like be devastating. I think if they find a way to make it really clear, really cheap, and really quick, then yeah, then I'd be scared. But right now, it looks like they're spending a lot of time to get these really blurry images, and it costs a lot of money to get this process done. I feel like it's not really good at the moment. If they really improve it, and you can see colour, and you can see like really defined stuff, and it's cheaper and it's quicker and stuff like that, then yeah, we've got a real problem on our hands then. But something else I wanted to add, like, this isn't new. So apparently this has been going on for years in sports. And who knows, this could have been going on for years in Pokemon as well, but it just wasn't public. Like, people could have been doing this anyway, so who knows, man. Creepy, isn't it? Let me know in the comments what you think of this. Obviously, I'm quite opposed to it. I feel like the world's a better place without this. I feel like weigh-in packs is bad enough, but this is like taking it a step further. This is completely... There was a... you could weigh a pack and there's still a little bit of magic left because you don't know what card you're going to get, but you know it's going to be good. But now it's like you've killed every single gram of magic. There is nothing left. There's no surprise. There's no excitement at all. You know what you've got. There are benefits to it because you could be a guy who's trusted, and you could scan your packs and you could be like, right, well, there's a guaranteed SR in this box or in this pack, and I'm not going to say what it is, but it's guaranteed, and that's still exciting for the customer. But I know, yeah, I mean, you know what it is, and then I don't know. It's just we'll just have to see how this goes. This fucking wasp. This wasp. I can't. All right, I'm gonna end the video now because I won't get rid of this wasp. But thanks for watching. CT scanners. Should you be scared? Let me know in the comments. There's nothing I have in my collection that I would bother scanning. I have one Clash at the Blue Skies pack. That's the only thing I would possibly consider scanning. But then it's like, if I pay $75 US plus shipping, plus maybe I have to pay customs to get it back because this is in America, right? And it comes back and it's a Shedinja holo in there that's off center. Like, that is a colossal waste. Yeah, of course it could be a Ray Gold Star, but you know, that's such a low chance of that happening. I'd probably just leave it. I don't see any use for this to me. I mean, if it cost me... I thought it was going for me then. If it was to cost me like £10 and I could get it done in the UK and I could have it in a week or something, I'd go scan that Clash at the Blue Skies pack just out of curiosity. I really highly doubt there'd be a Gold Star in there. I mean, the pull rates are so low, but who knows? When a lot of these chase cards in these sets, like level X's, have just hit they're just worth nothing, right? At the moment, sadly, they're great cards. They're not worth much. Anything that where the level X card is the chase, there's just no point scanning it. I feel like it's kind of immune, just because there's not enough value in it to be doing that. Whereas, like I said, Gen 1, 2, 3, there are some very expensive cards. I can imagine that, like, Japanese E-series, is it E-reader or E-series? E-series, people would scan for crystal cards for sure. People would scan Gen 3 for gold stars, and Gen 1, like I said, Legendary Collection. No one's gonna be scanning base set 2 packs. Like, we don't really care about that. No offense if you like base set too. But yeah, we'll just have to see what happens, man. I mean, it's early days. Well, allegedly it's early days. Apparently this has been going on for years, so maybe it's not going to get much better. I'm not that concerned, personally. You're allowed to be concerned. You're allowed to be worried. I don't think this is actually going to do much to sealed prices. I don't think it's going to do anything, if I'm being honest, because I don't even think many people in the real world even know about this. Like, people that go to the store and buy a pack for their kids, and the kids don't even know how to pronounce any of the Pokemon's names. They just like how they look, colourful. This ain't going to concern people like that, and that is a huge part of the money that Pokemon generates, is selling to like little normies that don't know what they're even buying. So I don't think this is going to be catastrophic. Gen 5, Gen 6, did I even speak about those? So the SR card is like, or the UR card is going to be the one you're looking for. But the cost at the moment just doesn't make sense. If the pack costs $40, $50 and you're paying $65 to $75 to scan it, I mean, the SR, like, you've got to take that out of your profits. So say you have a SR in there and it's worth £150 in PSA 10. You have to instantly half your profits because you've paid like 75 to get it scanned, and then you've paid to get it graded. You've got paid to get it shipped. Like, you kind of just, you don't really, really win. Obviously, certain sets, if like I said, if the card's in there, if there's an SR that's worth £1,000, $1,000, yeah, it might be worth doing. But wouldn't it be gutting if you scanned loads of those ultra heavy packs and there's just nothing in them? You'd probably give up and not do it again. You'd probably never use the service again. So I don't know. I just don't, at this point in time, not concerned. I am concerned about this wasp. I need to get rid of this wasp. Any minute, he's giving me evils, man. He's looking at me. Alright, I gotta go.